Welcome back. Well, team number 2 of our tour took us on a 2-hour drive to Vieira, Florida, to Space Coast Stadium, where the Washington Nationals call home. Not a bad offseason for the Nationals. They added only the most prized free agent this summer. Max Scherzer signed to a 7-year, am I reading this right, $210 million contract. Also brought in 3-time All-Star Dan Uggla. Now, the team still has a lineup that features Jason Worth and Ryan Zimmerman. The Nats hope to go further than last year's disappointing playoff loss. Now, that lineup is set, but what everybody has been talking about, clearly, is that pitching staff. Never mind the signing of Scherzer, Jordan Zimmerman, Steven Strasburg, Doug Fister, Gio Gonzalez is projected to be the 5th starter. Batters only hit .230 last year off of Gonzalez. When you're rolling out a guy like that on the 5th day and then coming back with Scherzer, wow, won 96 games last year, dare I say 100 wins for Washington.
I think we look good on paper, so we'll see what happens out there. But I know we got 5 guys that are extremely talented, and we got 5 Bulldogs out there, so we just got to stick together and we got to go out there and give it everything.
You're right, Strasburg. You guys look very good on paper, and as I said, they won 96 games last year. You add a Cy Young winner to that led the AL in wins for the past 2 years. I'm calling it now. There's pressure on Matt Williams and that team to get it done. They were swept last year in an embarrassing performance in the division series after they led baseball in wins. I think it's World Series or bust for Washington here. I was
going to say, I completely agree. I mean, Matt Williams has a ton of pressure on him. I mean, I think you're going to go ahead and agree
I was about
with
to say that too. I was like, they're trying to play down a little bit, but I think there's definitely, there's huge expectations of Washington right now.
All right, well, we're going to go right to that. Guys, the Nats won, as we said, 96 games last season, and I think it's very easy to kind of pick on them individually, but as a team, look for Washington to go a lot further in the playoffs this year. They've made some great moves in the offseason only to get better, and this year they are coming back more experienced. They've been tested in the playoffs now, and you're looking at a roster that is just simply more talented than they've had in the past. I know manager Matt Williams is eager to get this season rolling.
Here's over. Now we get to get back to our home park, which is good. Give everybody a little shot of energy in that regard. So we're ready to start. We're ready to go and give Max the ball on opening day and see where we get.
All right, and as Matt Williams said right there, he's going to just give the ball to Max Scherzer. I mean,
just give him and get out of the way, basically.
Yeah, give him and go. Opening day, I think that this is going to be the great start for a great season that's yet to come for the Nats. This pitching rotation is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. You have a rotation of aces everywhere. You already mentioned them earlier, but you've got Scherzer, Zimmerman, Strasburg, Fister, Gonzalez. I mean, the NL East matchups just do not even compare. It's almost a joke. Now, this team has not won a playoff series since 1981 when they were the Montreal Expos. So I think that they've got something to prove after how the past couple of seasons have ended. And I think that this year could actually be different for them.
Yeah, I don't think Harper was even alive at that point, basically. But we think back, the last couple years, it's been the same story for this team. Everyone looks at the roster, they're expecting big things, and they fall short. That being said, I really don't expect that to happen this year. There's a big problem for everybody else in the NL East. I mean, besides the fact of how talented Washington is, besides the fact that they're returning so many more players, they add some of the best about it, the fact is that the NL East might be the worst division in baseball. I mean, they are going to be awful this year. Last year, Washington was the only team that finished above 500, and that could be the case very well again this year. The Braves, my Braves are trash. We sold the farm. I mean, Philly, well, we'll get to how bad they are in a minute, and ask any of the 10 fans in attendance at Marlins games, and they'll let you know just how bad they are, and basically the same goes for the Mets. I mean, Washington won the division by nearly 20 games last year. That might be closer to 25 even this year. I mean, this thing is going to be locked up in a hurry.
30.
I feel like.
I'm thinking
30. I was like, I don't think regular season's the issue. We'll see what they do, come postseason, because this team, again, is going to have a lot of expectations to deliver the goods there. Regular season, though, I mean, it's going to be a fun year for Nats fans. Not so much if you're a Braves fan.
No, we'll have to see. One more team on our list that does not look like they'll be challenging for the division. The Philadelphia Phillies taking their lumps in spring training when we return.
Hi, my name is Ryan Green. I play for the Laurel Bulldogs, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.